Hey, hey, what's going on? Can you guys hear me now? Let me go to my video. Oh no, did I really? That's how embarrassing. Oh gosh. I'm gonna try to go see if I can hear it. I can't believe I did not freaking stick the microphone in the stream. Can you guys hear me now? I feel so stupid. Anyway, if people didn't forget and do funny stuff on camera, it wouldn't exist. So don't crap on me. Am I? No, I'm not. I'm not. I was just rushing because I just made some food actually. I was at Trader Joe's and I was just getting some fruits and stuff like that, some veggies, and I saw that they had this. They had this this little it's just kind of like airplane food if you ask me. And yeah, I thought I wanted to try this again. Can you start from top? I missed the past 10 minutes. Oh my gosh, I will start. What was I talking about? You guys couldn't even hear me. So you guys can't even tell me what I was talking about. I have no idea what I was talking about. It was something super random. I can't remember. It was really random. Okay, but I'll probably remember in a minute. Yeah, you got veggies. Jermaine, you were right about the market rebounding big time today. Okay, whoa. I wasn't really right about it because I mean, we still got a couple more days this week, you know. So things could get choppy later on and later on during the week. I think this is ready. It's really, really warm. So I'm gonna grab some chopsticks. Are you seeing more tourists out now? Oh my gosh, I am seeing a lot more tourists out. A lot more tourists out. So for example, like there's certain places I go by frequently. And like near the Embarcadero, like near Market in Embarcadero, there's like a couple little areas where people usually sit, congregate, and there's like this big crosswalk, and there's like you have skaters hanging out over here, bikers hanging out over there, and stuff like that. You just have a lot of people out. And lately, I've been noticing a lot more tourists, and something else I'm noticing too. I'm noticing that places that I used to go to and just see a whole bunch of bikes, like the city bikes, those little bikes you pay for and you rent. I think they're like the Ford bikes or whatever. Now, when I'm down near Embarcadero, I see on some days, really nice days, I see all those bikes like rented. Yeah. Are the hotels open? A lot of hotels are open. A lot of hotels are open. Well, they're starting to open back up. They're opening back up frequently. Tourists from the South Bay. Okay, I get what you're saying. There's a lot of local tourists. I think that there might be some truth to that. There might be a lot of local tourists, but I don't think that all the tourists are local. No, I don't think that they're all local. You definitely see some out of town license plates. You know what I mean? I'm definitely starting to see a lot of Florida license plates, and definitely seen on a couple of New York license plates. This past weekend, I spent quite a bit of time on in the Lombard Street area, and oh man, it's very touristy over there. Like it's very touristy. I mean, you just constantly see tourists, and it's so funny. When I was staying at this place, we were looking out the window, and you could see the tourists walking up the hill, and you can just see like, man, some of these tourists are so out of shape, like and they're just trying to get up the hill, and you see like four of them, like just struggling getting up that hill, and it's like, wow, man. And then it's windy out there, it's cold and stuff. you know, crazy. Welcome to the city. What's happening with your place? Are you going to have to leave now that everything is opening back up? No, I'm not going to leave. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to stay here. I have options, definitely have options to leave. But I think I'm going to stay for now. It's been longer than a year of tourists. Now, tourists have to get back in shape. I wonder if restaurant online sales will dip now. Uh, you mean you think that there may be a problem with you think delivery business may not be as busy in the future? Is that where you're trying to get with what you're trying to say? Have the tech workers come back? Are the tech companies opening their offices again? Okay, guys, let me tell you something. Okay, I'll tell you something I noticed. Okay, very important. Something I noticed big time. Okay, this really let me know where the city is right now. Okay, Target at 4th Street. If you live in the city and you want to go see this for yourself, just go down there right now. Okay, but Target on 4th Street. I actually filmed this, so I'm gonna put it in my vlog tomorrow, so you guys will see it tomorrow in the vlog. Tomorrow's vlog might be long. If it's really long, I may cut it and make 2 videos out of it. But if it's not that long, if it's like if it's not that long, maybe I'll put it all in there. But check this out: I was at Target, and I went on the aisle where you get soap, right? Body wash. Oh my gosh, like almost all of it's gone. Okay. So when I go on the soap aisle and I see majority of the soap, almost all of the soap, like the body wash type soap, when I see almost all of it gone, you know what that makes me think? That makes me think that maybe there's a lot of students coming back in town. Like you just got a lot of people all at once. Like maybe, like I don't know. Maybe there's just a lot of tech workers coming back in town. So I go over to the toothpaste aisle, right? Toothpaste aisle. It looked very similar. It was definitely more toothpaste, right? Looked on the deodorant aisle. Oh my gosh, it was just spotty. Okay, lots of things picked through. Went to the underwear aisle, the men's underwear. Oh my gosh, not one single pair. Whole thing cleared out, all of it empty. Just walking through the men's section, like just the clothing section, basically half of the clothes are gone. And it's like, God dang, did they just open the city back up and all of a sudden people just going out, just shopping like crazy? Like, I'm like, dang, yo. Like, what happened? So like that let me know that there's people. Oh, thanks for the super chat, Steve. That lets me know that that lets me know that like people are like definitely coming back to the city. But just to see all the body wash gone like that, like the body wash was very noticeable, and then also the underwear. Like it was not one pair of underwear over there. No no like underwear, no shirts, no undershirts, right? No no socks. Pretty much. I mean, I think there were a few pair of socks, but pretty much all the socks were gone. It's like I, I don't know. Maybe a nonprofit like came through and just bought a whole bunch of stuff to donate to homeless people or something. But yeah, I noticed a lot of things were gone. I see a lot more traffic in the city too. Whole lot more traffic. Okay, another thing about the city. What kind of people? What kind of people? Honestly, uh, for the most part, I don't really see a lot of like. Okay, like when I went to Oasis Falafel today. And down there was definitely a different crowd of people that I haven't seen in the city for a long time. These were like Marin type people, you know. I mean, if you know what Marin's like, you know the kind of the stereotype, um, you know, white, middle age, affluent looking, basically. And it was it was a bunch of like people there, and they all kind of had that like swagger to them, and they looked like they could have worked in like maybe in one of the Embarcadero buildings or something like that. But yeah, pretty much none of them had masks on, you know. So that's why I was thinking like maybe they're probably not from the city, but they kind of look like they worked, They kind of had that like work look to them. There's also I don't really see like honestly, I don't really see too many. I don't really see tech people here. But once again, that doesn't mean they're not here, but I don't really see them. And the reason why I say that doesn't mean that they're not here, I say that because maybe they're just at home and they're just ordering everything at home, and they just don't come out. Or maybe they just come out on the weekend and then they come out on the weekends and I don't know any different because on the weekend there's nothing but a lot of tourists out anyway. So it's like I don't really know. Like like I don't really know who's there. I feel in love with the graduate without kids crowd. Or what about that? Yeah, that's kind of what I don't know. What I don't know. You can't really tell if people have kids though. Crazy. Stuck up rich people. um, I don't know. Maybe not too stuck up, but okay, tourists. What kind of tourists, right? Tourists are for the most part, tourists are tourists. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what I call tourists. Like you can just easily pick the tourists out. Like, come on, people walking around with cameras. When you see families walking around together, like ain't nobody living in the city walking around together with their family downtown. That's a tourist. You know what I mean? And then also look at what people wear. Like, look at what people wear. Like, tourists typically dress up like a lot. They typically like you see people wearing their nice shoes, and you see how they Gucci bags and stuff. Like they dress up differently. And also look at tourists like a lot of them wear like new stuff. You know what I mean? It's pretty easy to point tourists, and then a lot of times they don't know where they're going. It's really easy to point out tourists. It was so easy because during the pandemic, it was none of them here. It was all like local people. And then now, like the city fills up, and like I be looking around, like, dang, yo, like where are these people come from? And then whenever I see someone, like, okay, whenever I see someone when the city's busy, like maybe we wouldn't even talk if the city wasn't busy, but when the city's busy, we're like, what's up? Because it's like, dang, because we both like, dang, that's like crazy. Things are getting better in San Francisco. No more broken car. Broken car glass. There's still plenty of broken car glass. Cars are starting to get broken into again. Yay, the city's back to life. Cars are definitely starting to get broken into a lot. When you got the Euro and Chinese tourists back, the city is back. You are right about that. You're definitely right about that when we have those tourists, because those are like tourists coming from out of the country. What about college dropout? What about college dropout? You guys making fun of me? Y'all know I'm a college dropout. I was like, man, I don't want to work. I, I don't want to work in a freaking office all my life. Like, Yeah, and if I do want to work in an office, it's got to be a different. It can't be it can't be a boss type environment. It's got to be my own thing. It's got to be I got to be the guy running the office. You know. How long have you had Cash App? I've had cash. I've had Cash App for um, gosh, I don't know, probably about 5 years now. Steve, I got an interesting story. You know how I got Cash App? Let me tell you the story how I got Cash App. I used to repair cell phones for this company called iCrack, where you would go to the app or you just go to the website. You would find someone who would repair your phone, and that would be me. And I would get a message on my phone, and I would link up and go to your house, go to your office, repair your phone, and this would be like on demand. So people would like, contact me at like 10 a.m. and like I would see them at like 11 a.m., and then their phone is like fixed and it's back to life by like, you know, 30 minutes later. So I was doing that for a while, and once I had this job at Square. Square is in the same building that Uber is in. Um, and had this job at Square, went repaired this lady's phone. Sorry, all the food. Went repaired this lady's phone, and she said, "Hey, I want to pay you, but I can't use Venmo. You have to like download Cash App." And I was like, "Okay, yeah. I'll totally download it." And when I downloaded, it, like I got $10 free, and she got $10 free, and then she paid me, and then she tipped me, so it was cool. And I had Cash App ever since. That's how I got Cash App. So, Jermaine, do you think about traveling again? If so, when will you? In what place would you go? I don't know how far. I don't know how long I'm gonna wait. How far? I really want to go to South Africa. Maybe I'll go to South Africa for like a short amount of time. Um, yeah, maybe I'll go to South Africa like a short amount of time coming up or something. But I'd really love to go back to the continent. But the continent's mad far. It is really far. Where's my chopsticks? I got this. This does not look so hopping. Popping. But I did like let it sit here and get really oh shit. Room service. Gosh. No, housekeeping. I don't have housekeeping. No joke. This ain't that type of hotel. I don't know what this is, but like, let's try it out. Hmm. I'm a college dropout. Failed computer science major. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's okay. Maybe you just got distracted. Weird. You say Jermaine loves Asian food. I do like Asian food. Well, it's easy to make vegan. Super easy to make vegan. What's college? If Jermaine's the boss, you will work in Labor Day Monday and Memorial Day Monday. I don't. I hung out with my boo on Labor Day, on Memorial Day or Labor Day. On Labor Day, yeah, Labor Day was the first one. Sorry, I'll try not to eat in the microphone. Hello, Jermaine. Hey, that Lake Merritt incident, is it near you? That Lake Merritt incident is pretty close. That was pretty close. Lake Merritt was about maybe it's a couple subway stops away, a couple BART stops away, put it like that. Not too many of them. Jermaine, do you know Nomad Capitalist Guy? I do know Nomad Capitalist Guy. I do. You know, I used to like him. I used to like him a lot, right? And then now he's just really, I don't know, he's just really just very like anti-America, you know? He's just very anti-America. And I noticed that I'm really starting to see this with a couple of YouTubers that I follow that have like left the country. You know, they've developed this very anti-American attitude, and they have this whole persona like I'm so free because I'm not an American anymore. You know, like this one YouTuber I was following today, he was talking about how, in America, like, there's all these rules and there's all these regulations, and you can't do this and you can't do that. And he used an example, right? The example he used was like, in cryptocurrency, Americans cannot participate in initial coin offerings. Yep. If you're American, you're off limit. You can't do that. And it's like, yeah, okay, I see. You know, it's it's something that we can't do. But it's just like they just bring up, like, I don't know, maybe they feel, maybe they've been away from the U.S. for so long, and they just think differently about it, and now they just, whenever they want to talk about the U.S., they just sound very negative about it. You know, it kind of reminded me of when I first came to California and when I fell in love with California. Right, I really didn't have anything nice to say about my hometown. You get what I'm saying here? Like, right when I moved to Santa Barbara, and I remember going back home, like, I didn't even appreciate it. Like, I was just like, I want to get back to California, you know. And then when I got back to California, like, I literally had nothing good to say about my hometown. But that changed. That changed. Now I have tons of awesome things to say about my hometown, and I've been back and forth ever since. And I got rid of the whole, I don't know. I got rid of the whole, yeah, when you first move to California and you just get used to it and it's different, and I got rid of all of that, and it's just very different. Hmm. Be Keep being careful out there, Jermaine. Watching your videos, I forget how real things can get in SF. Things can get real fast. Things can get real bad real fast out here in the Bay, yo. Yo, thanks, Jermaine, for the advice you gave me today, your bum. Oh, okay. I see, I see. Thank you, thank you. If y'all wondering what the hell am I eating, let me show y'all. Mm, no joke. This for real, this shit looks like some airplane food, yo. Like for real, yo. So I'm eating this. You get it from Trader Joe's. I didn't even know how much it costs. Like honestly, I didn't even know. I didn't even look at the price. I mean, it's at Trader Joe's. Like, I mean, it can't be more than like $4. Um, but it looks like straight up. It looks like airplane food. It looks like some food like I would eat freaking on an airplane. Like no joke. I kind of like maybe I should have ate it when it was warmer because I could have mixed the noodles more together. How come you don't like spicy food? So I like spicy food, but I don't like spicy food all the time, yo. Like my boo be making spicy food all the time. I'm like, it's too much spicy food for me. So Dogecoin. Oh, you guys are still holding Dogecoin? Like I sold Dogecoin back when Dogecoin was like 6 cents, 7 cents, and that was like months ago. And then this other run up happened, and yeah, I missed out on all that. I mean, you know, you can't catch every train. You know what I mean? I feel like I missed a super chat. What type of camera do you shoot your video with? I shoot my camera with GoPro. I'm gonna keep going up. I thought I missed a super chat. Oh, okay. That you were the same one that left the super chat. So I use a GoPro 7. Um, no, a GoPro 9. I don't know why it's on. Anyone watching from Twitch? It's hitting to 5 cents. That's what they say. Yeah, this is a GoPro 9. And you can clip it on. You can put it on all sorts of things. What I did with mine's a little janky. So basically, I need a new battery, right? Because I can't use the camera. It's not very reliable when I use it independently. So I basically always have a cord plugged into it when I use it. And if I don't use it, if I use it like handheld, I'll make sure it's like fully charged and make sure like it doesn't go past like 70% because it's cut off on me a lot. What's some good advice after a breakup or just broken up with help? Get on Facebook and find someone else. Get on Twitter. Not Twitter, Tinder. Jermaine, why do you run around working every day? If you're rich, just go travel and vlog. Um, there's the I don't want to just travel all the time. That's the thing. I don't want to just travel all the time. I don't want to just travel all the time. And I also there's other things I want to do. You know, there's other things I want to buy. Like I don't just want to just spend money all the time. You know, there's other things I want to do. I mean, maybe if I like triple my money, I'd probably still work. I'd probably still work. Anyone will watch the Summer Olympics? I don't know. Probably. Hi, Jermaine. What up? Just wanted to say hi and thanks for the apartment hunting series. Informative and cool. Oh, thanks. I can't really do those anymore because a lot of those places are like, they're back to they're getting back to normal. Maybe I could still, make some cool videos, but some of those buildings you definitely won't have as many floor plans to show, just because things are getting a little bit back to normal. And then after I made those videos, holy cow, a few of those buildings got a lot of people moved in because of my videos, especially 50 Jones. Oh yeah, 50 Jones. Like I totally rented tons of units, not tons, but I totally rented multiple units. And no, not 50 Jones. Actually, 50 Jones and 500 Folsom too. Pretty much, I probably rented units in all of them, some bitches, yo. Like for real, like no one else was doing that. At least out here, no one else is doing it. I thought you were a minimalist until you got like 10 bikes. Yeah, I guess I should probably drop the minimalist thing, right? 10 bikes. I bought a whole bunch of Gucci shoes, yo. Like so many freaking Gucci shoes. So I guess I'm not a minimalist anymore. I mean, like right now, I have this big, huge bag of like tools on the floor, and it's like skateboard tools, it's some scissors, it's a boosted remote, it's all this like junk and crap. And I'm not gonna like throw it all away. I'm gonna just keep it in this bag and just keep using it like over time. You know what I mean? I'm on this desk, it's just full of shit from the last time I had a live stream. Nothing's changed. It's bikes everywhere. I got the wheel taken off of this bike over here. It's over there. Got the motor taken out of that wheel. I got the new motor over here on the floor. Over here I got this bike broken down. I was fixing the brakes on this one. Had to put a new brake. Had to put a whole new brake on this bad boy, right? And it's got a flat tire. And I'm trying to think like, do I actually want to repair it? Because I got some new tires, right? Brand new tires. And I'm thinking, do I want to repair it now, or do I want to like get like the Mr. Taffy or whatever, and then repair it? You know what I mean? But these tires are super worn out. Definitely got to replace. Should probably replace both of these. This front tire right here, it's got like 6,000 miles on it. Right there. Yes, yes, yes. Potential eBay stash for sure. He ain't going nowhere. I'm not gonna go nowhere for now. Once a person has 10 million, they can stop being frugal. 10 million is it's a really good number, yo. It's a really, really good number. Now, I know a lot of people might say, oh, yeah, of course, 10 million is a good number. Let me explain to you something about 10 million. 10 million, once you got $1 million, like, yeah, you're chill, like, you can live a good life, right? But if you got $1 million, you really can't live that great of a life in California. You know what I mean? You really can't live that great of a life in California, right? So, what you would have to do is, you'd have to go somewhere else and live a better life, right? Now, with $10 million, yeah, you can pretty much live a really good life. You can have like 5 million in like a dividends, and you can just be getting paid out, you know, dividends on just 5 million, right? And you can just be living straight off of the dividends, right? And then your other 5 million, you can have it diversified in like, other things like, other stocks, other cryptos, maybe some of that could be a house. So 10 million is a really good number. And if you got like 10 million in the markets, oh my gosh, like that's really good. Like you could basically get away with the 8% rule, where you could basically margin out like 8% of your account and be chill. And be real good. Coca Coca-Cola and just collect dividend. I know, and just live off the dividends. Yeah, just live off of dividends. Cash flow. Have a million Coca-Cola, million and something else, a million and something else, and just live off the dividends. Yeah, be chill. Yeah, 10 mil is a really good number, yo. But I'm not gonna lie, 10 million is a stretch. I mean, getting to an M is some work, but 10 mil, ooh, that's a minute from here, yo. I mean, that ain't just around the corner. I mean, think about it. When you hit 10 mil, that's 8 figures, yo. Like you in the 8 figure club. It's plenty of folks that got 1 million. There's plenty of people that got 2 million. There's plenty of people that got three, but like, 10, 11, ooh, you got one more digit on you. It's like, it's really looking like a phone number with international, instead of, your bank account looking like a phone number. Now your bank account looking like an international phone number. Yeah, because international phone number got more numbers in it, right? Do you want to be a millionaire? Of course I want to be a millionaire. What kind of question is that? Don't forget tax, bro. Don't forget tax. But you know what? Don't let tax discourage you. I'm gonna tell y'all something that I found out recently that I'm pretty sure this is going to change, but this is a really big loophole, right? Let me tell y'all something. Really big loophole. I don't think a lot of people realize. Okay. Okay. This is something like incredible about crypto. So, since they classify cryptocurrency as property and not like they don't classify it like a stock, right? They classify it as property. What that actually does, that actually gives you the advantage of selling it whenever you want and buying it back whenever you want with no time limits. So you may wonder, what are you talking about? Selling something and buying it back with no time limits. Okay, when you're in the stock market, right? And you have a stock and you hold, let's say I bought Apple. It's $100 a share. Okay. I bought Apple on January the 1st, $100 a share. Let's say by February the 1st, Apple is $80 a share, right? Right. So since Apple is $80 a share, I sell on April 1st. So basically, what that means is now I have a loss of $20. So if I sell and buy that stock back before 30 days, this is basically a wash sale, meaning that if I basically buy Apple at $100, I sell it at a loss. Well, I can offset that loss for another gain, and I don't have to pay taxes on that gain, right? Because I made $20 here, but I lost $20 over here. Okay. Now, with a wash sale, right? You can buy the stock back, but you have to wait 30 days, right? And I've already did this earlier this year, and I've like literally washed away like I think like $5,000 or $6,000 in a wash sale. This is really bad because if I would have waited to buy those shares back, I could have profited $5,000 in the market, and that wash sale could have had $5,000 worth of value, right? But if all of that sounds very confusing for you, in cryptocurrency, you don't have to worry about this. In cryptocurrency, you can buy back constantly. You can buy back constantly. So I don't know if I'm making any sense here, but like if you are trading on Robinhood, if you're trading like lots of money, tens of thousands of dollars, you definitely want to know about the wash sale because you can lose so much money with the wash sale because you can't like you could basically be losing money, right? And then you can't you're not gonna be able to deduct it. And you're still capped at like $3,000 of what you can deduct on losses, but still though, that could be like $3,000 that you could have written off, as a loss. And then if you lost $3,000 on that one trade, right? And then you made $10,000 on this other trade. Well, that means that you made like $7,000. So you would just pay taxes on $7,000. But if you make $10,000 on this trade, and then on this trade, you do a wash sale, you can't deduct that off of the taxes. So now you just gotta pay taxes on this 10,000 over here. Versus if you didn't do the wash sale, you can pay taxes on the 7,000. Which is a whole lot cheaper, you know. Now, once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling people to go out and do this, but wash sale is something like you should definitely know about, and it's something that I don't hear people ever talk about. Like I never hear people talk about this, yo. I never hear people talk about this. I never hear people talk about this, yo. But it's something that like you should definitely know about. You should definitely know about, like, especially if you're in crypto, because basically, like, there's ways that, like with crypto, like, I don't think there's a limit that you can deduct off as a loss because it's property. With securities, securities being like stocks, ETFs, well, there's a limit you can write off, like $3,000. But basically, like, with crypto, like, I don't really want to get into it, but just check it out. Yeah, you deduct the wash sale a year later. Yeah, but buy it within not if you buy it within 30 days. With crypto, every trade is a taxable event. With crypto, every sale and trade is a taxable event. Buys are not, so you don't have to pay taxes on crypto unless you sell, convert. Yeah, so that is cool about crypto, but crypto has a slightly better advantage than the stock market. But they have crypto has that advantage right now. Eventually, they're gonna get rid of that advantage because I think you're gonna hear more and more people talk about this in the future. you know, and then also the more banks adopt it, they're gonna start to treat it more like a security. The more and more like banks say, okay, we're gonna, allow our customers to do cryptocurrency trading. They're not gonna treat it as property for a long time. You know, I traded Dogecoin for stocks. Coke was one. Dogecoin is a trip. Do you think silver and gold are the most undervalued assets. Okay, so the thing about silver and gold, okay, I'm just gonna tell you one thing about crypto, yo. Okay, I know a lot of you asked me about silver and gold, but I'm gonna talk about silver and gold in just 1 second. But guys, if you really think about it, if you for real sit back and think about it, I'm not a financial advisor here, but I think one of the biggest mistakes, I think one of the biggest mistakes that anyone can make today is not investing in cryptocurrency. And the reason why I say I think that's one of the biggest mistakes is you don't have to put your whole life savings into crypto. You don't. You don't. But if you look at how it has grown in just the past, since the last crash, since what 5 years ago, if you look at how much it has grown, and more places adopting it, and more places talking about it, and it's just becoming like more and more, and it's just becoming more and more mainstream, right? And it just almost makes me wonder, like, it's kind of like it's kind of like it's kind of like this sort of situation where like it's almost worth it to just like just to risk losing like 1%, because maybe that 1% of crypto, like you invest 1% of crypto, maybe that 1% of crypto someday could be 50% of crypto for your entire portfolio, because the crypto has grown like so much, but you only started with like 1%. You know, I don't know. There's also another crypto I'm looking at. It's called I don't really want to talk about it too much, but basically I can kind of get I don't really want to talk about it because I want to try it out, right? Before I like talk about it online. You know what I mean? But if you are in the crypto space, if you are in the crypto space, I won't tell you the name of it, but I will tell you what they do. Basically, you buy this box, right? And you plug it into the wall. And when you plug it into the wall, it basically connects with like other boxes, and you get paid in their currency. It's very, very difficult to get one of these boxes. They're not too expensive. I think it's about $500, $600. And some people some people having really, really good success. Some people are able to pay off, these, the devices really, really fast. Some people are able to pay them off in 1 month. And I'm not really going to talk about it too much because I want to like test it out and try it out before I like put it out there. And once again, the shipping time is way off too. Shipping time is way, way, way off. So are you buying more on this dip? I am buying more, but I'm actually thinking about buying a crypto miner. That's what I'm really thinking about doing. I'm thinking about buying some sort of device that can make me some cryptocurrency. You know what I mean? That's really what I'm thinking right now. I really want something that can, create some cash flow. I got one with 3 more on the way, and I ordered 10 more. Wow. Yeah, I think that I'm really getting bullish on cryptocurrency now. Because the thing about cryptocurrency, yo, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Someone just asked me. Someone just asked me, why won't I just travel? And since I already made money. Well, oh, Steve, though, thanks for the Oh, Steve, thanks for the thanks for the cash app. That's super dope. Um, I forgot what I was saying. I don't know. I forgot what I was saying. Hopefully things are getting better in the city. I really want to come back and visit, not alarm. I don't want to worry about my car getting smashed into. That is a thing about that's the thing about the city. Show us your Gucci swag, Jermaine. Um, show us your Gucci swag. Uh, I don't feel like moving right now. That's what you forgot. I love your channel, Jermaine. Thanks a lot, Shady. Something about crypto. Oh, crypto miner. Crypto miner, yeah. So that's kind of what I'm looking into. That's why I may not purchase crypto because I got a lot of USD. I got a lot of stable coin, right, that I'm getting the interest on. And I'm just thinking, well, what if I took $500 and I bought one of those devices, right? And what if it worked out? But then the next question is this right here. It's gonna take like three 3 to 4 months to ship it, right? Within 3 to 4 months, I don't know where the price of this token, where their coin is gonna go to. Also, within 3 to 4 months, I don't know how many more devices will be in my neighborhood, right? Because right now, when I search, there's not a lot of devices in my neighborhood. So if I have one, I can make some bank, right? Because I'm one in the neighborhood that's doing it. So that's another thing. You were just talking about how someone asked why you don't just travel. Well, one reason why I don't just travel. It's not so easy to just travel, yo. I'm gonna keep it real. It's not so easy to travel. Like whenever you see people online traveling, you know, maybe they're having a blast, but maybe they're not. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're traveling and they're out and they are, having a rough time, and you just don't see that because they're showing you the good parts. After a while, I just got tired of in a different place at a different time, and like there's a different currency in my pocket, right? And I'm going to this place. Yeah, it's dope. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's cool. But it's always like a change. And I did that for some time, and right now I just don't want to do that because there's lots of things going on around the world. China will be selling their miners. You think so? What we really need is we need a country, right? We need a country to open up to crypto mining. We need a country that says, "Hey, crypto miners, come here, set up your." We got clean, renewable energy, so this has got to be some country with a lot of energy. Um, Canada would be a really good candidate because I think Canada has geothermal, right? They can just put it up in one of those geothermal places, start a little community, and just have a lot of crypto mining there, right? Salvador accepts Bitcoin officially. Yeah, Iceland is geothermal. Yeah, but what about Canada? They don't have anything geothermal. That they have? Don't they have some of the? Don't they have some of the similar? Don't they have some of the similar? Like all that landmass. Canada got? They ain't got no geothermal up there. Jermaine, I looked up the meaning of your name today because I was just curious. Jermaine and Ellis has awesome meanings. Awesome. Do you think the plan is to have the U.S. government create a official crypto? Hmm. That's a really good question. It's a really good question. So, what about silver and gold, most undervalued assets in the world? Okay. My thing about silver and gold, this may sound pretty insane. This may sound pretty insane, but I think we could actually see silver and gold maybe just stay at these prices that they are for some time and just not really move up. Because when you have a whole bunch of gold, Think about this. Think about this for a second. If you had a whole bunch of gold, guess what? It starts to cost you money to store it, right? Yeah, it starts to cost you money to store it. Like, you gotta put it in a big safe, right? And like if you have a lot of gold, you gotta have a bigger safe. If you have a lot of gold, now you gotta have, facilities to store it, and you gotta have, people to keep it safe and all of that. Now think about if you just had lots of Bitcoin, right? Think about if you just had lots of Bitcoin. You could actually make money off of that Bitcoin. Yeah, you can get somebody to pay you interest on that Bitcoin. Yeah, you can make money off of that Bitcoin. You can easily make money off Bitcoin. So I look at like, the precious metals is they are exactly what they are. Precious metals, you know. And precious metals they don't create any passive income. They don't create no residuals. They are precious metals. No, I could be wrong, and who knows? Maybe gold could double, triple. I'm eating blackberries. These are so good. You can't eat gold or silver. Okay, another thing. Okay, you just said something pretty interesting here. Okay, yeah, you can't eat gold and silver, but you know something else you can't do with gold either? Okay, you can't easily use gold for a form of currency. I got a gold coin in my hand, right? And I need to buy some gas. It's not a good like it's not a good like it's not a good currency. Bottom line, it's just not a good currency. Do you make a lot of money last year? A lot of money in the stock market last year. Dooms, doomsday preppers love gold and silver. Yes, they do. They'll tell you about gold and silver all day, yo. You can eat gold flakes, put it on a vegan donut, and turn it into $100 vegan donut. You know what? I've thought about that a while ago. Totally thought about that a while ago. Totally thought about that a while ago. That'd be like a very clickbaity video. Cigarettes would be a great currency during a disaster. They would be an important thing during a disaster, especially cigarettes. Cigarettes, blunt wraps, things like that. You look fire. What do you mean I look fire? What up, Mary J. Walks? Maddie J. Walks? What do you mean I look fire? Like I look like fire? Or I look cool? Or I look like you look cool as fuck? Oh, I am cool as fuck, yo. You should subscribe. I'm streaming to YouTube and Twitch. Yo, YouTube, there's you guys can't see it, but there's someone like messaging me on Twitch. I'm just eating blackberries. Ooh, I got some vegan fried chicken over here from lunchtime. It is fire, yo. I still got a little bit left. So what else is new? Anybody? Do I have a lot of people watching from the city? I'm just curious. Are y'all watching from like all over the world? We got these vegan chicken wings here. Do you still want to buy a house in Tennessee? I don't know. I don't know. I want to make 50K a year through mm, residual income with DeFi, decentralized finance using crypto. Watching from Mexico. I don't know if I want to buy a house in Tennessee. I was vegan for a year back in 16. Oh, San Jose, San Diego. Oh, San Jose in the house. SF in the house. SF in the house. I'm just eating vegan fried chicken now. This actually has a bone in it. Mm, New Jersey boys, but I lived in LA for 2 years. LA is wild. I lived in Hollywood for like a month. Yeah, I moved to it was in the middle of the summer. No, this is like sugar cane. I lived in LA for like a month, right? And it was in the middle of one of the summers, right? I came down from Santa Barbara, stayed down for a month. Yo, I hated LA. No, I didn't hate it, but I was just happy to get back to Santa Barbara. It was so hot, yo. Oh my gosh, it was so freaking hot. Versus compared to Santa Barbara, because Santa Barbara's like right on the ocean, and then you just have you have the breeze and all that. And I had already lived in Santa Barbara for like a minute, like a couple years, so I was really accustomed to the Santa Barbara culture. Santa Barbara is very low key. It is not uptight at all, yo. Like it is very chilled out. Like everybody's like super chill, like super low key, right? Hollywood was like not like that at all, yo. Hollywood was so like bougie because it's freaking Hollywood, yo. It's Hollywood, goddamn it. So I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't do it. I was like, man, this place sucks. Like these people are fake as fuck, yo. They're so fake, yo. Like, oh my gosh, you would go to the grocery store and you would see people completely dressed up head to toe, like at Safeway. And it's like, motherfucker, you in line getting some eggs and milk. And I bet you went dressed all the way, and you would just see like I would see people all the time in the grocery store, like decked out. You never see anybody like that in the grocery store in the city, like never. Because if you look that nice, what are you doing going to the grocery store? If you looking that nice in the city, what are you doing going to the grocery store? Like, you must be broke. Like, you ain't sending nobody to the grocery store for you. It's like different, such a different culture in the city versus like, LA. And then also versus Santa Barbara, because that's where I was living at the time. But yeah, I don't know. LA was just very, I don't know, it's very different. No, I mean, it was true. They they want to be spotted by an agent. Yeah, this is definitely true. Mm, you can't even explain it to people. They all have an agenda. So many fake people that only They all have an agenda. They all have an agenda. They all will step on your foot, step on your toes, just to get just a little ahead of you, right? You have people do stuff like that. Especially if you're in the movie scene. Oh my gosh, like the movie scene, you gotta fight, yo. I heard so many insane stories about the movie scene. Like how like chicks will like sleep with someone else just to like get the movie. Just so they can make all the money and just so they can like once you get in this movie, it's easy to get in the next one. It's easy to get into the next one, and only thing you have to do is like sleep with like 10 people, and you did that. Cheated on your husband, and you slept with all 10 of them multiple times, and then you got in that movie, and then after you got in that movie, now you're someone. I'm not saying that everyone does that, but I've definitely heard stories like that, who got vegan chicken in the city. You got to go to Golden Era just to get someone else that I know they got to do all that just to get someone else. Can't just be real. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I'm 34 now. I really want to retire in 5 years. I really want to not work in 5 years. And I want to do that at the age of 39. So I can say I did it in my 30s, not my 40s. But that's what I really want to work on in the next 5 years. I want to just like, yeah, yeah. But basically, that's what I want to do. Just be chilling around this joint, Just waking up, watching the time go by, watching people go to work, and then watching them get off work. Chilling, not going to work. But I think in 5 years, I think a lot of people won't be working in 5 years. I mean, that's just how I think it's. It's just how I think it's gonna go. Are these real? No, these are real stories. I promise you, these are real stories. Yeah. And do I want to get married? I don't know. Marriage is not really a requirement. Everyone should retire early. I agree. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, we'll have to see. Will you ever live in a houseboat? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. This vegan chicken's so good, yo. Retire into working something you love. Uh, yeah, yeah. I'm definitely gonna do something I love. People will still work in 5 years. How will you pay bills then? Okay, people will still work, but I think there's probably gonna be more government money in the future. That UBI, people don't think UBI is real, but believe me, UBI is real. Like UBI is real. As soon as they start paying people, you're gonna see. When they start giving people like $1,000 a month, you're gonna see it's always gonna be higher now. Because you're gonna have some people like, look, I'm cool with $1,000 a month. You're gonna have some people like that. You got plenty of people that live at home that you got a large you got a chunk of the population that like, they let me think of a way to put this. you got a chunk of the population that work low skill jobs, right? And maybe they don't have a lot, maybe they don't have a lot of bills, right? Maybe they don't have a lot of obligations. Maybe their biggest bill is like rent. Maybe they have a car, maybe they don't, right? But let's just say they don't. Let's just use the city for an example, right? You you take someone who has like take someone who lives at home in the city, someone who's got a part-time job. Let's say they make $2,000 a month, right? But they go to work. Now, for them to make $2,000 a month, think about this. They got to get in their car and they got to drive to work. Maybe they got to go across the bridge. Maybe they got to do this. But they got to do all of this work just to make $2,000, right? They got to go through all of this shit just to make $2,000. Maybe you got to get on the bus every single day, right? And then you get all the way to San Francisco after you and pay money to get on the bus, and then you got money got on BART. It took you an hour and a half to get to the city. Then once you get to the city, the only thing you can eat is a $17 salad, right? You know, so you take a person like that, shit, they only making like $2,000. They burning up majority of it just getting to work, right? They may quit that job and never go back if you give them $1,000 a month. Because think about it. They ain't even gotta do none of that. They ain't even gotta do all the commute. They ain't gotta spend the $17 on a salad. Maybe they can just eat something at home because they're gonna be at home. I know some people say like, oh, that's gonna be lazy. The world is progressing into lazy world. Technology is being designed to do things for people. Quality of life may go up, but true innovators of yesterday may be far and few. Unfortunately, there's a lot of truth to that. That was a comment from Twitch, guys. If you're watching this on YouTube, yeah, that I can see that being true, but also I actually see, man, I'm so excited for the future. Okay, I'm so excited for the future. If you're the type of person, you're afraid of the future, you pessimistic. Like, no, I am so excited for the future, right? I think inflation is not the worst thing in the world, you know, but it looks like we are having more deflation and less inflation, which is kind of the opposite. um, but then when I look at the autonomous future and also the future of the future of like the EV wave, the green energy, inflation is 5% per year. Okay, it's 5% a year, but the thing is, we're not exactly getting inflation. We're getting price inflation, yes, but we're not exactly getting inflation because gold is not going up. Gold is not increasing. The dollar is not falling. Okay. So when you have these two things, this is how you know that we're not really going through inflation. Yet the prices that we pay for things go up. The restaurant goes up down the street. The grocery store increases their prices. Maybe you go to Costco and maybe instead of it being a 32 ounce, and maybe now it's a 28 ounce. It's a little bit smaller, same price. But wages go up with it. Okay, so one thing about wages, I've definitely noticed that places are paying more money for sure. I've noticed that Uber Eats. I noticed that Uber Eats, people are definitely making more money. Like the orders are popping up, they're better. I've definitely noticed this on Uber Eats. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Just trying to get a bag. Just trying to get a bag of money. Can you guys solve the homeless problem too? UBI Smarties. The homeless problem, I don't know. The homeless problem, we need to take all the people off the street, yo. We need to put them in like we need to put them in like a university, you know. Give them stuff to do. Help them like get back in society. Because if you're on the street for like a couple weeks, that's one thing. But when you're on the street for like years, it may take you a minute to just get back into like the swing of things. It may take you a minute to like. It may take you a minute, like if you've been out on the streets for like a couple weeks, and someone say, "Yo, you can stay in this hotel room," man, you probably go. The first thing you probably do is go in there and just jump in the bed, right? But if you've been on the streets for like years, right? And if someone says, "Yo, here go a hotel room, you can stay here," you might not even sleep in the bed, yo. For real, you might sleep on the damn floor because you so used to sleeping on the floor. You so used to a hard surface that you may not even it might take you weeks to sleep in the bed, yo. You know, and not because you don't want to sleep in it, because you just feel more comfortable on the floor because you ain't slept on that junk for so long. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You have homeless people who have mental issues can't go back into society. Okay, I totally agree. Maybe everybody can't go back to society, but if they can't go back to society, we need to like help them. It needs to be somewhere for them to go, so they won't be on the street. You know what I mean? It's definitely not an easy problem to solve. The city needs the homeless. I guess the city makes a lot of money off of the homeless, right? Are there less homeless now in San Francisco? Mm, Definitely certain places. I see way less homeless people than before. They still exist. Yeah, they still exist, but I don't see as many homeless people as before. Homeless people could become permanent, high price, lab rats, test out every drug on them as long as it doesn't kill them. Oh my gosh, that would be horrible to make them lab rats. I mean, but that is something I definitely heard of a YouTuber talking about, which is it's very harsh, but other countries do it, right? They do it to their people. I'm not saying that they should. I'm definitely not saying that that's something we should do, but I'm saying like other countries do it. Like maybe that's where they got the idea from. I don't think I don't think they would do that in the U.S. That's so not American. I don't think that they would do that. Okay, the comments are coming in. Okay, SF spends 106,000 on each homeless. It's an industry. That is a boatload of money, yo. If I didn't have kids, I wouldn't mind sleeping in my car to save money. Yo, I slept in my car to save money. Oh hell yeah. I totally slept in my car to save money. Like once I was going back, I was in and out the country like every five every month. I was like leaving the country. Like I would stay for a month and then go travel for like a month and a half, and then I'd come back and stay for a month. And I was like staying in Airbnbs because like rent is so expensive in the Bay that like if I had to pay rent, like there's no way I would be going out of the country, right? I would just be here the whole time, you know. And that's yeah, that's what I would do. So like this one time, I was like, look, dude, I'm just gonna fly back to the U.S. and I'm just gonna like sleep in the car the whole time and like save the money on the Airbnb. And it's exactly what I did. Want to be famous? No, I don't want to buy followers, yo. I was friends with a girl who, when she was on drugs, she said used to hang out with the homeless, and she said most of them suffer from childhood trauma. don't want to be in the same social or don't understand. Frankly, most of them are incredibly intelligent too. Yes, yes. Wow, that was that was very that was that was a mouthful. I mean, I don't mean that in a bad way, but like that was very well written out. They are cleaning out. They're cleaning out some of the time. They're cleaning out like I've ever been. All the tents while I was. You don't need to solve other people's problems. I definitely hear people say that you don't need to solve other people's problems. That's definitely one I hear. I listened to you for a bit and had good dreams. They said they preferred being homeless. Well, the thing about being homeless is you really don't have to worry about paying bills. And someone's giving you something all the time, and you're always discovering something. Or at least if you're in the city, you're always finding something. You're always discovering something new. Like you don't have to worry about. You definitely have different worries for sure, but you don't have to worry. You can party all day, you know. Pretty sure you can get messed up. Dinah does it. I didn't say any countries, but I just read your comment. Biden will propose the homeless lab rat policy. You think so? I don't think he would do that. Oh no, I don't think he would do that. I mean, people would be so against it. Did you guys stop giving homeless people your spare change? Jay says he hasn't gave a buck in a while. I don't really keep cash that much. I mean, the only thing I use cash for is going to the marijuana dispensary. I mean, everywhere else take Apple Pay. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. If they took Apple Pay, I probably wouldn't even see cash. But the only reason I still see cash, and also tips every now and then, people give you cash tips. They cleared out parts of downtown near Caltrain and push them to Tinder Mid Market. Yeah, they definitely push them somewhere. Because I definitely don't see as many tits. The dollar won't help them. They need rehabilitation programs. Big Pharma got them hooked on drugs. Big Pharma should pay. The Republican will never. The Republican will not be okay with giving out free money. I totally. I don't know. I can kind of see what you're saying about Republicans don't want to give out free money, the UBI. But when there's driverless cars on the roads, they'll give out UBI. Believe me, they will. Yeah, when all those jobs go away, it'll be UBI. Then don't worry, they won't let you starve. How is inflation right now? Things costing more. Things are costing. Things are like I don't buy gas. That's one thing that has went up. But gas usually goes up in the summertime anyway. And during the pandemic, people were not going to as many places, meaning that they did not need gas as much. So that's the thing about gas. But like things at the grocery store, like I really haven't noticed it. I haven't noticed it, but usually I'm gonna keep it real. Like I don't usually pay attention to the price a lot of times. Sometimes I look at the price, but most of the time I don't. because I know what I'm buying. You know, I know I buy the same things all the time. It's not like I'm, going into the grocery store like, oh, I got so much money, I don't look at the price. No, what I'm saying is like I buy the same things all the time. So like I don't really look at the price because I go in there, I get blackberries, I go in there, I get I get the oranges, I get whatever. I'm just gonna buy it. I mean, if it went up in price, like I really probably wouldn't notice it, or I definitely haven't noticed it yet. What happened to the third stimulus? Did it ever pass? I don't know about the third stimulus. It's too complicated to simply say you can't solve other people's problems. What if it was someone you knew? Yeah, that's why I didn't say you can't solve other people's problems. That's why I didn't say that. I read that comment as someone else's comment. Big tech. Real bandits. No, it's Alan Alex. No, I'm not Alan. You need to solve other people's problems. Oh, you guys talking about? Have you ever become psychedelic from weed? Psychotic from weed? I've never heard of anybody going psychotic from weed. Remember, humans were never designed to be dismantled, while animals aren't. Maybe they're the smart ones. Yep, UBI will be added once AI takes over. I think it will be added. I think it will be added. Maybe people don't think it's going to be added, but I think it's going to be added. You're more of a socialist in a way. You think I'm more of a socialist in a way? People think I'm like mad Republican, My girlfriend, my boo definitely thinks I'm like mad Republican. And I'm like, just because I don't, agree with all the new age stuff doesn't make me right wing. I mean, I agree on a lot of like green energy, a lot of like veganism, environmental stuff. Like, it's definitely not something that the Republican side would be big on. But also, I don't necessarily subscribe to every single propaganda video that the the environmentalists put out. I don't just subscribe to all of their videos. Like, for example, Seaspiracy. There was a lot of really good points in Seaspiracy. But one thing I don't like is about Seaspiracy. Seaspiracy put this whole idea in people's head that the entire ocean is just being ripped apart of fish. And that is just not the case. That is pretty far from the truth. There are some oceans that are being stripped, but there are other oceans that are not being, plowed through. There's plenty of oceans where shipping routes don't really go through. Even fishing boats don't really go through. There's lots of remote places in the world. And I bet maybe in the future, maybe some of these places will be exploited. But just watching some of that video just made me think that like they're really trying to push their message hard. They want to stain it in your face. And I've actually heard of some people, being very touched by it and being very changed by it. So do you think capitalism thrives off a lower class? Well, when you look at the numbers and how this tax structure works, it kind of seems like it does. Kind of seems like you do need some poor people in your economy to keep it going. You do need some people in your economy that don't save any money and spend all of their money, so that people over here can constantly take it from them, and they can keep working forever. Like, yeah, I mean that's kind of how it works. It's kind of that's what it looks like to me. Some people will become experts are exploiting UBI. Just saying. But you know what? That would be. Would that be bad? Would that really be bad? Right? Would that be bad? It sounds bad, but would that be bad? Like you get $1,000 a month, and this person's gone out of the country. Like they're gone. Now, if this person is in the country, well, it's gonna cost them more money to live, right? And if this person's in the country, if they get sick, you know, now the country has to pay for that, you know. But if they're in another country, like the country ain't gotta worry about that, you know. Or just keep sending 1,000 a month. I don't know. Good question. I think I think you just see both sides of the story. It means you're a very sympathetic person. Aren't there aren't many people like that you left. Yeah, I see. I like to stay neutral on a lot of things. Like I don't always wanna like put my opinion out there. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, you know. Canada is secretly pushing global warming. They want easier polar shipping lanes and unusable land. Yeah, also Russia too. They want some ice capsules to melt as well. How much does it cost to rent that room? I am paying $1,500 a month to stay here, which I mean I think is a good price. I think it's pretty chill. I mean, if it was $1,000 a month, that would be cool too. But I don't mind paying, 1,500 a month. I mean, I don't know. I'd probably pay like maybe I'd pay like 2,000 to stay here. But like I don't know, probably wouldn't pay any much more. But I get the $1,500 price for some time. Well, I don't think they're gonna go up for some time, so I think I'm good on the 15. Tight labor mix, higher wages. Yes, go work a retail job. You think I'm gonna work a retail job? No way. Food delivery is rough enough, y'all. Do you think there is labor shortage at restaurants and such? Are people getting rich off stocks and crypto? Hey, there really is a labor shortage. There really is. Like I see it out here. Like it is. Where are the people? I don't know where the people are. Jesus, that's more than my mortgage. Oh, really? Forget Canada, this Russia, that don't forget we are the same only country who has at least one government or military personnel literally in every country on the planet. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you're right. They want that would be that would cut down a lot of shipping time. Would cut down a lot of shipping time. Do you buy anything good? Amazon Prime Day. When was Amazon Prime Day? We just lost all of our crypto gains last couple of weeks, just holding. And crypto is crashing, yo. You said, am I doing anything for Pride? Um, I'll probably go somewhere with my boo. My boo loves Pride. Boo always be doing stuff for Pride. Oh, Pride starts today. I was just about to ask. That was gonna be the next question. Yo, when does Pride start? The Chinese people needed a safe place to put their money, and China just banned it. So there goes half the crypto market. That's really bad. What about all those miners, though? What's gonna happen with all of them? Is it just gonna like change over? Mm. No great deals. Prime day, just another fake shopping day. Yeah, I fear you. Another fake shopping day. Buying a bunch of crap you really don't need. There's nothing safe in China for people to invest in. That's why they all invest overseas. 'Cause I saw in China they can't. You can only own something for like X amount of years, and then you can't like keep it in the family forever. Speaking of fake shopping days, isn't it a shame Christmas is so commercialized nowadays? Less about family, more about expensive flights, right? The government can seize any assets at any time. It's crazy. But all those Chinese miners were forced offline, and they're selling their rigs. They're selling their rigs, really? 50 years and it goes back to the CCP. Mhm. Government sucks. Animals and bugs don't have government. Does this mean graphic cards prices will finally drop soon? No, they may go up even higher, yo. At these cheap prices, people may want to start mining Bitcoin at these cheap prices so they can accumulate Bitcoin at these cheap prices. And then when it doubles, now what they have accumulated at the cheap prices is already doubled. Have you traveled to China? Um, only place I've been to in China is Hong Kong. I wish I was a dog. You wish you was a dog? Weirdo, 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 weirdo. I hope Taiwan takes over China. You hope that Taiwan takes over China? Keep open. Have you been to New York before 9/11? No. Never been to New York before 9/11. The world is truly undermining, not, just like, the world is truly under, I cannot see this. The world is truly something China. They're planning so much secret stuff to be number one. It's very true. That's very true. But the thing about China that I just see that is gonna be the death of America is America continues to fight against Democrat and Republicans. They can, and since they're fighting, they can't get anything done. And time keeps going on. And time keeps going on, and they just keep fighting, and nothing happens. And just time keeps going on, and they just keep fighting. They just keep fighting, and time keeps going on. And you look at China, they say, okay, we're gonna build this, and they build it, right? In the U.S., you can't even start mining, right? You can't even start digging the resources out of the ground because you have so many people. You have so many people that want to protest against it, Oh, let's save the environment. Oh, let's do this. Oh, let's do that. Let's do this. In China, you don't have that. Like, they go build that factory, all them people get jobs, right? And they all get more money. Yeah, politicians make it bad, Chinese smart Democrats and Republicans, they laugh all the way to the bank. China will never need to invade Taiwan. They already have numbers to politically target. That's so true. They don't have to. They don't have to invade them. I mean, but don't Taiwan get stuff from China? Like, don't they have like some sort of trade? Also, Taipei wants to have a relationship with China. I see. You say New York's a completely different vibe. Are you from New York? May Jaywalk. Are you from New York? Sorry, I'm like. Are you from Jersey? You from Dirty Jersey? China got 5-year plans. Yeah, I can see China got 5-year plans. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, they got 5-year plans. Who knows? They'll probably be the world's biggest one in like 2 years or something. Biggest in everything. Insane. Well, I've been streaming for like an hour and a half, yo. It's a long stream, everyone. So I think I'm gonna get off here. Okay. I think I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna go to go to bed. I'm gonna go eat some more food. Peace. People always make this mistake, and it leads to innocent deaths. It's not the citizens of China, it's the government. Oh yeah, it's totally not the people of China. It's not the people here in America. It's not the Asian lady who owns the store down the street. No, like she lives here in America, yo. It's their government. It's their government. Uh, it's just like when people it's just like at war. Like a lot of countries know that like American people don't want to be there, like bombing them. They know it's the government. They know it's not the American people, because the American people are not about. I mean, yeah, average American ain't about war. You know what I mean? But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna think. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I will see all of y'all later. See y'all later. I'm about to listen to some music. Yeah. Okay, I love all of y'all. Bye bye. Have fun. Have a good night. And peace out, y'all. Booyah.